In the headlines, 2 killed as gunmen attack military checkpoint in Enugu. Court orders INEC to publish name of Bashir Machina as APC's Yobe North senatorial candidate. President Buhari sets agenda on climate change, inaugurates National Council. Away from Nigeria, 17 people dead in China restaurant fire. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. And now the details, beginning with security matters. Gunmen have reportedly attacked a military checkpoint at Obiegu Amodu Road in the Enugu South local government area of Enugu State. According to reports, the gunmen stormed the checkpoint in 2 Lexus Jeeps and 1 Toyota Sienna on Tuesday, shooting at combined team of the policemen and soldiers at the checkpoint. Although 2 security personnel were reported killed, but the military and the police in Enugu did not confirm the incident. This is not the first time the checkpoint in Obiegu has come under this kind of attack, hence the reason for the combined security presence in the area. The incident caused panic among the residents of the area and its environs. Efforts to get the comments of the police were not successful, as the police public relations officer in the state, Daniel Ndukwe, did not take calls or respond to text messages for confirmation. Soldiers of the Nigerian Army have neutralized 2 of the gunmen who came to attack them at a checkpoint in Ngbidi, Oru West local government area of Imo State, southeast Nigeria. Attackers who came in their numbers, shooting sporadically at them, according to reports, said that the soldiers logically engaged them and 2 of them were brought down, and one of their AK-47 rifles and security walkie-talkie were recovered. Sources said that 2 soldiers injured in the process are currently receiving treatment from the minor injuries they sustained. The Akwa Ibom State Police Command said that it has rescued 5 persons from the den of 2 notorious kidnappers. The kidnappers were said to have hijacked a Powerlink Transit Company bus conveying passengers from Port Harcourt to Uyo, where they robbed and kidnapped 5 of the people. The State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Odiko Macdon, said that the kidnappers demanded 20 million naira ransom each from the victims after blindfolding, tying their hands and leading them to Ikpe Anang Forest in Etim Ekpo local government area, where they were kept. The PPRO said that a gang responsible for most robberies and car snatching within Uyo metropolis had also been arrested. Staying with security matters, or rather moving to political matters, Chief of Staff to the President, Ibrahim Gambari, says that Nigeria must create conscious policy and political effort towards converting its population endowment into real power and influence. The Chief of Staff made the comment Tuesday at the 20th Convocation Lecture in honor of graduating cadets of 69 regular course and postgraduate students of the Nigerian Defense Academy, Kaduna. Bello Musa has more.
Convocation Lecture of the Nigerian Defense Academy NDA is national security in an evolving world order. Delivering the lecture, Professor Ibrahim Gambari said Nigerian internal security services needs constant investment and the review of the curricula of the national defense courses.
As with our internal security services, the Times also called for constant investment in the comprehensive review of the curricula for the training of the National Defense Forces to imbibe them with strategic planning, foresight, and future capability that ensure that they are as operationally proficient in reacting to threats as they are efficient in anticipating patterns and containing challenges.
he said revising the national defense doctrine in the present security challenges calls for immediate reflection.
Revising the national defense doctrine in the face of the changing nature and patterns of threat also called for immediate reflection. How, for example, do we complement the boots we deploy for conventional operations with the capacity for cyber warfare?
Earlier, Commandant of the Nigerian Defense Academy, Major General Ibrahim Yusuf, reminds the cadet of the task ahead after graduation.
This ceremony is not merely to celebrate your capability to excel in challenging atmosphere, but to remind you of the life after this place as you set out to pursue the careers and specializations which you have evidently been trained to stand out.
The lecture is part of the event for the passing out of cadet of 59 regular course and postgraduate students of the NDA. Bello Musa, Trust TV News Kaduna.
A federal high court sitting in Damaturu, Yobe State capital, has declared Bashir Machina as authentic APC senatorial candidate for Yobe North in the forthcoming 2023 National Assembly elections. The court also orders the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to publish his name accordingly. The presiding judge, Justice Fadima Aminu, gave the order on Wednesday in Damaturu. The judge affirmed that Machina was duly and validly elected Yobe North senatorial candidate for APC during the May 28 primary election of the party. INEC had on September 20th published particulars of presidential and National Assembly elections candidates of all the 18 political parties without name of APC candidate for Yobe North senatorial district, which was subject of litigation between Senate President Ahmed Lawan and Machina. A federal high court sitting in Lagos has ordered the Labour Party and its supporters not to converge on the Lekki toll gate for its Obi Datti 23 Forward Ever rally billed to hold on the 1st of October 2022. The court also directed the Inspector General of Police and the Lagos State Police Commissioner to ensure compliance with the order. Justice Daniel Osiago made these orders on Wednesday while ruling on a motion for injunction brought by 10 plaintiffs who are asking the court to, among other things, restrain the LP, its presidential candidate Peter Obi, his vice presidential candidate Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, one Julius Abure, and their loyalists from holding the rally. The court also held that while the rally cannot stop at the Lekki toll gate, it can pass through the venue to access Falomore Bridge and other venues at which the rally plans to meet. A preliminary objection filed by the defendants seeking to stop the court from hearing the motion on the grounds that it lacked jurisdiction could, however, not be entertained as all parties to the suit had not been served. The court adjourned hearing of the substantive suit to November 4th. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike says the recovery and eventual return of the seemingly lost asset of the state legacy 600 aircraft is a reality and not mere politics. Governor Wike spoke after receiving the legacy 600 aircraft that touched down at the Port Harcourt International Airport, Omagua, in Ikwere local government area of the state. Governor Wike explained that it took intelligence report for his administration to discover such asset owned by the Rivers State government. According to him, the immediate past administration flew the aircraft to faraway Germany without any record of it made available to his administration. The Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Ikunyi Owaji Ibani, expressed delight that after 10 years, the Rivers State government has successfully recovered the aircraft. The former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Inweze Okocha, SAN, said that the state governor has proven his determination to defend the interest of the state.
Came into power 2015. nobody get handed over any report or handover note to let us know where assets of the state are. And for us to hear in 2008, 2019, that look, this asset is somewhere. Are you going to sell it? I would say, which asset is that? The legacy 600. I said, no, it's not possible. We had to send people to go and investigate. And they found out that the asset is there. But all in all, to the glory of God, the plane is back. And Rivers people can see, Nigerians can see. It's not that we are playing politics. All we are saying, look, we never knew. Nobody told us until we got intelligence that we have this asset somewhere. If we had known on time in 2015, obviously the kind of money we spent, we wouldn't have spent that amount of money.
Aircraft is a state asset, and definition of a state asset is an asset that will benefit the state and its people. So if the governor, given commitment on his own part, is able to use the instrumentality of his office and that of the people of the state, the will of the people of the state through the mandate given to him, is quite commendable. For me, as a state asset, it will be part of what will be used in the governance of the state. For whatever reason, the state will also determine how to put the aircraft to use.
This is another indication of indisputable fact that this governor has really determined to protect the interests of Rivers State to the best of his ability.
A mass communication student of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria Muhammad Hussaini, has appealed to the Bauchi State government to restore his stipend, which was stopped as a result of loss of sight. Muhammad told Trust TV that his appointment was terminated in 2019, soon after he lost sight in 2014 while he was studying veterinary medicine at the same university. Ado Musa completes the story.
Muhammad Hussaini Yakubu is an indigene of the local government area of Bauchi State and gained admission to study veterinary medicine in ABU Zaria, but developed retinal detachment when he was in 200 level, a development that forced him to leave the course for mass communication due to the practicals involved. He alleges that soon after the incident, the state government stopped his monthly allowances. According to Muhammad, those studying pharmacy, medicine, veterinary medicine, and other related courses are being given temporary appointment, and after graduation will be given a permanent and pensionable appointment. But his hope was dashed by the sudden incident.
I got admission into Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria in the year 2012, studying veterinary medicine. During the course of my study as a veterinary medical student, I was receiving an allowance with the Bauchi State Government, Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. During the course of my study, when I was in 200 level, my sight developed a problem and I stopped seeing. So we have been moving from one hospital to another, from Shika Eyes Hospital in Zaria to Equa Eyes Hospital to Mekyo Eyes Hospital in Lagos. But after all that, there is no any improvement.
Muhammad, who is in his 400 level, appealed to the state governor to reconsider his appointment as he wasn't the cause of his problem, adding that the allowance is the only means to help him continue his degree program.
Please, I'm appealing to my state governor, as the governor of Bauchi State, His Excellency Alhaji Bala Abdul Qadir Muhammad, the first citizen of Bauchi State, to please look into my issue. This allowance, since the inception, that is what I'm using to pay my school fees. I want to use that allowance also to complete my education.
All efforts to get a response from the Bauchi State government were unsuccessful. With the appeal by both Muhammad and his mother, they all hopeful that the Bauchi State government will look into their plight. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
You're watching Trust News Update. Coming up shortly, we'll take a look at how tricycles are displacing taxis in Kano. Details of this and more after the break.
That's great.
Welcome back. This is the news update on Trust Television. Here's a reminder of our top stories. 2 killed as gunmen attack military checkpoint in Enugu. Court orders INEC to publish name of Bashir Machina as APC's Yobe North senatorial candidate. Elsewhere, at least 23 people have reportedly been killed and 116,084 others displaced by flooding in Benue State. Executive Secretary of the Benue State Emergency Management Agency, Emmanuel Shaw, made this known at a press conference in Makurdi to flag off the distribution of relief items to victims. He explained that 14 deaths occurred in Guma local government area, 2 in Vandekia local government area, 4 in Katsina Ala local government area, and 3 recorded in Agatu local government area, adding that over 14,000 hectares of farmlands had been lost to the flood, while 4,411 houses had been submerged. He said that the agency will evacuate the displaced people in Agatu who were occupying the highway to a designated camp where relief materials and security will be provided. President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday in Abuja charged the National Council on Climate Change to formulate appropriate policies toward achieving green growth and sustainable economic development for Nigeria. Inaugurating the council before the commencement of the Federal Executive Council meeting, the president said that it marked the commencement of the implementation of the Climate Change Act 2021 and a new chapter in the renewed response to climate change in the country. The president also directed the Attorney General and Minister of Justice in liaison with the Minister of Environment to initiate appropriate amendments of noticeable implementation challenges inherent in the Act, highlighting the losses and damages caused by the recent increasing floods in several parts of the country, as well as in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and other parts of East and Southern Africa. The president described climate change as one of the biggest challenges facing humanity. Now, as tricycle continues to take over local transportation in Kano State, the popular taxi drivers are gradually moving out of the route. In this report, correspondent Idris Jibrin examines how the few remaining taxi are coping with passenger resistance within the metropolis.
Muhammad Aminu is a taxi driver in Kano who is now forced to clean it because there is no passenger for him to carry. He says the tricycle operation has completely taken over his business along all the major routes known to be used by taxis.
You see, tricycle has taken over all the major roads we follow. And these roads include BUK Road, Zoo Road, Zaria Road, Maiduguri Road to bypass, and Rijiyar Lemu are the major roads we follow.
Few years back, taxis are known to be the popular and most reliable means of transportation within the metropolitan city of Kano. But with the advent of tricycle, popularly known as Adaidaita Sahu in Kano, this means of transportation is rarely seen on major routes of the states.
We are indeed the backward. Now you see, this taxi is mine, but there are no passengers. Even this cleaning you see me doing is because I have no choice. I could not go out because even if I did, there are no passengers.
According to tricycle riders, because of the affordability and reliability of their business, they have left taxis with options to convert to tricycle or move out of business, even though there are risks associated with the tricycle operation.
Tricycle took over taxi because the passengers prepare to use it. It is the only means of transportation since the ban of motorcycle that can take you to any part of Kano State, no matter how narrow the area may be.
Although taxis still exist in some parts of Kano metropolis, but where it's known to be their major bus stop, are taken over by tricycle, the number of which keeps increasing virtually on daily basis. Idris Jibrin, Trust TV News, Kano.
The Senate has passed for second reading a bill that seeks to enable the appointment of any person other than the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria as board chairman of the Apex Bank. The bill will also see the said chairman of the board determine and fix salaries and allowances of its members, as well as consider and approve the annual budget of the bank. The report.
The piece of legislation sponsored by Senator Sadiq Umar, representing Kwara North, seeks to amend the CBN Act 7/2007. The act, when amended, is to ensure proper oversight of the Apex Bank.
The objective of this bill includes 1. To enable the appointment of a person other than the governor as the chairman of the board of the CBN. 2. To divest the board of the powers of determining and fixing the salaries and allowances of its members. And 3. To consider and approve the annual budget of the bank, which lies solely with the National Assembly. In this regard, there arose the need for an enduring legal framework that would reposition CBN to be at par with other Apex banks around the world.
Senators are, however, of diverse views on the proposed amendment.
When I said I was running for the presidency, I was there. I went all over the place, even though some of our aspirants didn't go out to campaign, but they admitted they were running. I think we should not link this bill with that incident. We should be looking at the merit of the bill, whether it is appropriate, whether it is going to be helpful, that the chairman of the governing board should be different from the governor of the CBN. I think this should be our focus.
What I seek for is very clear, and we all know what it is. Therefore, I believe there are enough distinguished senators that understand the challenge we are facing with the CBN. And the issues are very clear to me. Board chairmanship, the budget, clearly.
Although the controversies remain unresolved, the bill eventually scaled through second reading after a voice vote.
Those in favor that this bill be now read a second time, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. Nay. The ayes have it.
Away from Nigeria, a fire at a restaurant in northeastern China on Wednesday killed 17 people and injured another 3, according to local authorities. The blaze broke out in an eatery in the city of Changchun. Authorities said that the cause of the incident is under investigation. Deadly fires occur frequently in China, where lax enforcement of building codes and widespread unauthorized construction can make it hard for people to flee burning buildings. Earlier in September, a huge blaze in the central city of Changsha engulfed part of a skyscraper housing an office of state-owned telecommunications company, but no casualties reported. And in sports news, it is yet unclear whether or not the scheduled Nigeria Football Federation elective congress slated to hold on Friday, 30th of September 2022 in Benin City, Edo State, will go on due to a federal high court in Abuja issuing an ex parte order stopping the scheduled NFF elective congress in Benin City pending the hearing of the case in October. Meanwhile, the 11 presidential aspirants vying for the Federation #1 position dialogued on the way forward with the Minister of Sports, Sunday Dare, on Tuesday evening in his office at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abuja, to dialogue on the way forward about the Congress. One of the contestants for NFF presidency, who doubles as FCT-FA chairman, Mukhtar Mohammed, said that the aspirants will respect court order stopping the Federation from holding the elective Congress. The process to vacate the court has started. However, if the court order is vacated before Friday, the NFF elective Congress will go on as scheduled. And that's a wrap on Trust News Update. You can watch more via all our social media platforms and also watch us live on YouTube. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.